Whispers are circling like storm clouds. Did Jon Gosselin's daughter really break her years-long silence at 21 and drop a bombshell no one expected? The clips are raw, the emotions unmistakable, and if what she says is true, it's a devastating turn in a family story already tangled in heartbreak. Stay tuned to uncover the secrets that were once buried beneath one of reality TV's most infamous families. A childhood in the spotlight. The Gosselin house was never truly quiet, even late at night when most families were asleep. Cameras were always nearby, crew members quietly moving around, and lights softly glowing. This constant presence shaped Hannah Gosselin's childhood, a life where everyday family moments became public for millions to watch. She never chose this fame. It came into her life before she could understand it, turning her childhood into a show filled with rehearsed smiles and staged scenes. Growing up on Jon Kate Plus 8, Hannah was one of 8 siblings featured on the hit reality series. The show captured her family's every move and framed it all as wholesome chaos. But for Hannah, being filmed wasn't just a job, it was her life. There was no off the record. Her entire childhood was a shared experience with millions of strangers. She was only 6 when it began, but even then, Hannah had a fire in her, a sharp mind, a strong will, and a voice that demanded to be heard. Some viewers found her outspoken. Others saw her as bratty. But they didn't know her. They knew the edited version, the sound bites, the meltdowns, the TV child version of a little girl growing up in a world where home and set were the same. In one of her more revealing moments, Hannah told People magazine, "People think we're supposed to be messed up." That single sentence held the weight of every misjudgment she had endured. The public saw her as a product of reality TV, a girl who had no choice in being exposed, but who had to deal with the consequences. "We're actually doing really well," she said. She and her twin sister, Kara, had taken control of their own story. The years following their parents' high-profile divorce were filled with complexity. Behind the scenes, the Gosselin house was not as perfect as it appeared on screen. Hannah and Kara found themselves growing up fast, helping to care for their younger siblings while managing their own emotional needs. They had to balance school life, public persona, and private grief without the kind of support most teens take for granted. In 2016, Hannah gave a rare interview, showing a firmer stance on her family's fractured relationships, particularly with her father, Jon. "He should maybe spend some time thinking about why we don't want to see him," she said, clearly tired of the blame being pushed onto her and her siblings. Jon Gosselin had been vocal in the press, insisting his children were being alienated from him. But Hannah made it clear the choice not to reconnect wasn't Kate's, it was theirs. The damage had been done, and unlike on TV, there were no retakes to undo it. Addressing online harassment. The glowing screen had always been a double-edged sword for Hannah Gosselin. From childhood, it offered a stage, a window through which millions could glimpse her family's life. But online harassment wasn't new to Hannah or her siblings. The relentless intensity and personal attacks escalated in ways that could no longer be ignored. One evening, feeling overwhelmed, Hannah decided to speak out. Turning to TikTok, a platform known for its immediacy and honesty, she addressed the harassment head-on, not with anger, but with clarity and a plea for respect. In her viral video, Hannah spoke directly to critics and trolls. "We are more than what you see on a screen," she said. "Our lives are not a reality show you get to judge. We deserve privacy and respect." The video quickly amassed millions of views and sparked conversations across social media about the impact of online hate. Her courage wasn't just an act of self-preservation, it was a call to action. Outlets like Entertainment Tonight praised her for shining a light on an issue many celebrities face, but few openly address. The Gosselin siblings had endured years of unsolicited commentary, from cruel memes to invasive rumors. These attacks were real and deeply personal, affecting their mental health and relationships. In a candid interview with Perez Hilton, Mady shared, "It's not just words on a screen. It affects our daily lives, our sense of safety, and how we see ourselves." She also discussed the unique challenges of growing up in the spotlight. "We never got to set boundaries when we were kids," Mady said in a People interview. "Now, we have to fight to create those boundaries, and sometimes the public doesn't understand or respect that." The anonymity of the internet complicates the conversation. "We have to remember that there are real people behind every profile," she urged. Her message resonated deeply, especially with young fans who had experienced cyberbullying. Mental health advocates joined the conversation, sharing resources on coping with online abuse. Mady partnered with digital safety and mental health organizations, becoming an advocate for safer online spaces. In a feature by NBC News, she stressed that speaking out must be accompanied by broader changes in how social media platforms handle abuse. "It's about changing the culture online, not just silencing the voices of the victims." Mady's efforts also inspired her siblings. Together, they form a united front, encouraging others to seek support and remember they're not alone. If Jon Gosselin's daughter's truth left you stunned, hit like, share your thoughts in the comments, and tap the cards for more untold family drama.